YouTube, and today we are going to go over some armor sets I thought in Dark Souls I thought you would think are pretty cool. Now the one I'm wearing right now is I call it the miner set because I have a pickaxe and I look like I'm a hobo. Seriously, I look like I'm a hobo. I mean, look at this. Look at it. Anyways, so miner set. I'm gonna show you what sets I think are pretty cool so far, so let's get into it. So first, second. So I call this one Grim Reaper. One, because take the golden hemmed armor, and you basically take that, make yourself hollow, like a freaking Grim Reaper. It's badass. I do not recommend this set for like PvP because it sucks balls. If your opponent's a pyromancer and does poison or toxic damage, this is really good against it. This weapon, I could say, makes a lot of people mad. It's a really cheap weapon. I also really wouldn't recommend it for PvP and stuff like that. So yeah, Grim Reaper. So next set we're going on to, I call this one the Butcher. So yes, we are going to use a sack, but since we don't have much to choose from, I mean, I picked out the stuff that I thought would look like things you would use for sets like this. So black leather. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the black leather armor and equipping a butcher's knife. I thought the fire enchantment would be cool just to, when you hit it you can kind of roast it, but, so this is the butcher's set. This is really for intimidation. If you play Dark Souls, you know this set, you start out with it if you're a thief, and, it is a good set depending on how you use it, but this set is just to, cause paranoia or fright. You can actually make this cleaver or the butcher's knife, very, very useful if you use it correctly. Next set. I call you all know Havel. Well, those of you who don't, my nickname for him is Santa Claus. Now, Havel's set is, if you're intelligent enough, and this guy can light roll using all of Havel's stuff, run like hell, because there ain't nothing that's going to stop this guy, so. I can almost medium roll in this. My endurance is 80, which is actually pretty high, so. Yeah, I call this guy Santa Claus, one, because normally you'll fat roll, and another reason is, just came to me one day. Santa Claus, as you can see. I thought of this because of the way he holds the dragon tooth over his shoulder. It looks pretty intimidating. If you're a normal Dark Souler and you are intelligent enough, run away, because just squish. Yeah. Also, another evil thing about this is if I had the correct if I equip magic weapon, this is totally not okay, but if you want to be Trollsy and PvP, you're going to go, let's see, there's repair, magic weapon. Now, Trollsy as this stuff is, you can do this. So, since I can do this, I can also do it with Sunlight Blade, Moonlight Blade, any stuff that enchants your weapon. Now, I can tell you this right now. Hold this, +5 Dragon Tooth. You take the best weapon enchantment and you have and just squish stuff. I'm going to demonstrate it on a hollow up here. This is New Game, not New Game Plus or New Game Plus Plus or anything above that. So, this is going to be a bit overpowered. Okay, not a bit, but really. Okay, didn't mean to do that, but yeah. That 282, and you're going to attack me. Squish. 706. This is actually a +2 Dragon Hammer, and that damage is actually scary on many levels. Now imagine if I were to equip the highest version of Moonlight Blade or Sunlight Blade. That would just be horrifying. So, let's get out of the Santa outfit. Now, I'm going to call this one, the Skeleton Lord. Normally, because of the types of armor I'm using, or the Undead Lord, whichever you prefer. Now, why I call him this is, well, mainly because of his shield and or how he looks. So you can tell, yeah, that doesn't look good, but if you were to put something on like maybe this, it would look more like a crown. So I call this guy the Undead Lord. One, this Bone Wheel shield he drops from the Bone Wheel dudes in the catacombs. And the other thing, that sword, if you examine it closely, is made out of bones. This sword is also very dangerous. It does toxic damage whenever you hit an enemy. So if you hit someone enough with this, they will become toxic, and this is very dangerous. Very dangerous weapon. The shield also does damage by doing that, hitting your enemy rapidly. So there's that set. I would say this is my version of like a knight that would just like, I would call him, I am dressing up in golem armor, but I would call him really, I'm just like pulling a name for this armor right out of my ass, so I'm gonna call this the Darkness set. One, because most of everything on here is black. I mean, the shield's kind of got a green taint to it, which I don't particularly like. As you can see, the sword is black, the armor is mostly gray, and that's great. It does make a lot of noise, so if you want to sneak up on stuff, don't choose this set. But if you were to upgrade the Artorias Greatsword to +5, this becomes a very, very overpowered set. And in many ways is completely deadly. And also another plus to this sword is I will show you, I'm going down to New Londo, which I have drained already. So we're going down to New Londo to show you the special thing about this sword. What this does, this particular sword, Artorias' Greatsword, there are two versions of it. One that does magic damage and one that doesn't. The one that doesn't do magic damage is the one I'm holding. What this can do, you no longer need Transcendent Curse. Kiss those goodbye. You don't need them anymore, because this sword, if you were to hit a ghost-like enemy, or an enemy that requires a Transcendent Curse to harm, you will not need it anymore. So, yeah, you can see I drained it, but, let me go out here and show you. Okay, can you guys like maybe tell me what these hollows are doing? Oh my god, that guy. Okay, I thought he was. Okay, his knees are on the ground. That's not normal. So, sorry this is taking long for me to do that. I don't know how to do the cutscenes yet. But, probably. I know this is an armor guide, but, well, an armor set guide that you could use. But, see the ghost? You see the ghost? Now you don't. I do not have a Transcendent Curse. You never saw me use one. I don't need it, so take that. Okay, be that way. I just slashed you in the face. So as you can see, you can do that. I will also show you the duplication glitch. It works with 3 specific items I know of right now. boss souls, and Firekeeper souls. Homeward Bones, all boss souls, and Firekeeper souls. So what you do is you could do this version where you press B, then quickly press X, and then start. You press A, you use a Estus flask, and then it says, would you like to use the soul of, or in this case, the core of an iron golem? You would say yes. Now watch, it will not disappear. So those of you that do not know the duplication glitch, I just did it with a boss soul. Another thing you can do it with is a Firekeeper soul. I like this one in particular because you don't have to go hunting for humanity anymore. And I'm not sure if people have showed this on other videos, but you can duplicate humanity through Firekeeper souls. So you do the same process, roll, press X, and then start very quickly, and then go to use your Estus flask. Then, as you can see on the top right screen, I now have 5 humanity. Another thing, Homeward Bones. No one would really expect this, but Homeward Bones do the same process, use item, rest at last bonfire. As you can see, when the screen comes back up, I will still have 13 Homeward Bones. So, I still have 13. Okay, so the last set I'm gonna show you is what I call the dragon set. So you hold this sword, which you get from the stone dragon. You then hold the crystal shield, which represents Seath. Put on the gargoyle helm. Let's see. Then what I would do is put on an armor that has a lot of spikes on it, so we're going to go with Shmao's armor then. And then look for a glove, maybe the ones of Artorias. This is going to look stupid, but I like to call this the dragon set. Well, actually no. This is not going to be the dragon set because that looks completely retarded. But we are going to do the channelers. The channelers, if you look into lores like Silver Mont, Body Vidya and stuff like that, they will have lores based on characters, or mobs in this case, called these guys are called the Six-Eyed Channelers. The reason I gave him a crystal shield is because it represents Seath and his obsession for crystals. Now, the sword I am holding, Stone Dragon's Tail. And that's the special move. I did not mean to do that. Oh shit. Well, don't ever, like, if you're going to use that, you better have a good reason, because that takes an ass ton of durability out of your weapon. But that's creepy. But this is it for the video of some armor guides. Well, not armor guides. Well, you could call it the armor sets you could use, and this is the end of the video, so I'll see you guys next time.